Welcome to Cooking with Coach. We're gonna keep it simple today. We're gonna do some simple queso. Why, Coach, why keep it simple today? Well, one thing I noticed during my coaching career is that a lot of people, they have these issues and they wanna dive in, they wanna go into the deep side, they wanna just try to find those astronomical things that are bothering them, but sometimes we need to start with the small things, so simple things, those things that you don't really know are the problem. And see, you can get to the big things and the small things will still be there and they'll haunt you forever. So we're gonna keep it simple today. We're gonna do some organic blue chips. Oh man, y'all ready to see this? Coach, I'm just gonna let you see it first. Look at it. Ooh, chunky, creamy. Oh man, let's go ahead and dive in. I like to slather it all over mine. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Now, Coach, I like keep things a little spicy, so I got me a little jalapenos, a little cilantro. I'm gonna drop me a few of those on there. I'm gonna go in. I gotta make sure I got it all on there though. Oh man, let's see here. Taste the cream cheese, pepper jack cheese. Oh man, this queso is amazing. I'm gonna go in one more time. This appetizer is perfect for the holidays. You got your guests coming in, you need something just for them to get started with, because they're not bugging you while you wait on the turkey to get done. So we're gonna start up with that, but Coach, he likes a cocktail. I call this my berry spritzer. Check it out. Oh man, what you got in there, Coach? Got a little red berry vodka, champagne, cranberry juice. Got some blueberries and lime, and I got a little rosemary sprig. Let's see how she tastes. Oh man, that's refreshing. I tell you, this is perfect for Thanksgiving, Christmas. You pick it. Hey, it's perfect just on a Thursday night when you just want to have something a little light. I can't deny that. But I got to leave one thing with you. Don't make every situation difficult. Sometimes you just need to start with that small, simple thing. Start there and see where it leads you, because the big problems may not be as big as you ever thought.
What's up, guys? Welcome to A Seat, and today we have a very need to talk about subject. We're going to be talking about social media, the mental effect that they have on your kids. Is it the parents' responsibility to monitor what your kids are seeing, or is it the platform's responsibility to monitor? So this topic is actually very sensitive to me, because I'm going to have my daughters on today, and Demi, which is our oldest, she actually faced some mental challenges when it came to social media just because of what she was seeing, and honestly, I didn't know about it. So welcome to A Seat. Let's get into it. Welcome to A Seat at the Table. I'm Demi.
I'm Randy.
And today we are going to be talking about social media and the effects that it have on your children. So as a parent, is it our responsibility to monitor, or should social media have some things in place to kind of counteract the things that the kids see and it affects them? Like Demi and Dandy, honestly, was not on social media until COVID happened. And they do have a social media page that I manage. However, I felt like, hey, they can handle it. They can go on there and look. And it kind of went left. So yeah, it went left. And so Demi had a little issue. And I wanted to bring her on because I think it is important for younger girls to be able to have a voice as it pertains to this and not be scared, because I know that there are other girls your age that are probably dealing with the same issues that you had. So let's just kind of get into it with the social media. Like what happened? Like, what did you feel?
I think it's important to know that she's 13. She's new 13, so she's early teen. So we were at the time when we were kind of releasing a little bit of the reins a little bit.
We went against what we said we wanted to do, basically.
But we just parenting. I would say it's one of the hardest jobs you ever had.
Yeah.
There is no blueprint.
No, there is no
None
blueprint
whatsoever. So mistakes are going to be made, but hey, it is what it is.
Yeah. So we want you to share a little bit of your story
It started around July, maybe like mid-July, and it was just when I had got my phone back. Well, I got more free range with my phone. I was allowed to be on TikTok, Instagram more. You finally allowed me to watch YouTube again, and I pretty much could do whatever I wanted on my phone as long as it was again. And I started scrolling on my feed a lot, and I started seeing all these girls my age, and they had all the big mansions, because I mainly follow verified creators on Instagram who have, big mansions and all the pets and the cars and all the Gucci and Louis Vuitton and stuff. And I started comparing my life to them because I love my parents, I love my sister, but my house wasn't as big. I didn't have luxury cars. I didn't own Gucci and Louis Vuitton. I didn't have all these pets. And I felt like I was less than them. It had nothing to do with race or anything. It had to do with the fact that I just felt like I was less because I didn't have all that stuff. And that's when the comparing myself to other people started. And it started off with me just skipping like maybe minor meals, like maybe breakfast or something. And my parents didn't think much of it because sometimes I do skip breakfast, and as long as I was eating, it was fine. But then it started progressing more and more to where I was skipping breakfast and lunch, and I would only eat dinner unless we went out to eat or something, and I was only eating in front of you guys. And I would eat snacks throughout the day to keep me energized, but then it really did get to the point where I wouldn't eat anything until it was, in front of you guys.
So why weren't you eating? What was the reason behind you not eating?
Well, I had got on a scale, and it said that I was 160 pounds, and I'm 13, and I guess I got scared from it, and I didn't really think much of it till I got back on Instagram and saw all these girls who were under 90 pounds, and they were my age and they were my shape, and I was like, wow, I guess I'm actually just overweight. So I just stopped eating, and it never helped my weight at all. I was still the exact same weight. And I didn't think to tell you guys until one day I was walking past the mirror and I saw how skinny I was, and it scared me because I was like, wow, I'm this skinny and it's not good. And it got to the point where I was crying every day. I was just going in my room. I didn't want to leave my bed, and I had to tell you guys. So I told you guys, and I had to get my phone taken away from me. I had to delete my TikTok because that was a big problem. And yeah.
But the thing about it is you didn't have to delete your TikTok. The good thing about it was you chose to delete your TikTok.
In my mind, I had to.
Yes, and that was such a great decision for a person of your age. You diagnosed the issue, found the problem, and found a solution. Now we call it detox.
Yeah.
You have to go to a detox, and we do it for both of them. You have to take a time to pull it away and bring them back to the real world. One thing we don't want our kids to do is lose their relationship in the device.
Yeah.
So when we detox, it's amazing. They're like magnets. They don't stay separated. They come together. Bam. You can't eliminate the devices. You got to just find a way to make it work.
Yeah.
You got to.
I think it's funny because the way it affected you, it didn't affect Dandy. But Dandy was there because I know you guys talked about it. So it's just kind of a thing, and I think it's more so of like personality. And you've always, since you were younger, it's like, I want to be famous, I want to be a star, I want to live in LA, I want to do all these things. And so I think seeing those things on social media actually perpetuated all of that, and it took you to a space that was definitely unhealthy. Dandelion just like, baby, I am Instagram, I am TikTok, I am Facebook. So your personality is not like that. How did you feel for Demi when she went through that? Like, what was your perspective on that? Did you feel sad?
Well, I did feel a little depressed for her because I know that she's really been wanting to have a big life, big house, lots of space, lots of pets, and lots of things. So when I saw that happening to her, I did feel a little depressed, and I was going to wonder what would ever happen to her if something did happen in that way.
I don't feel like kids are able to really process the information. I think that it's too much, and not only too much for kids, it's just too much for adults. But we gotta have it because we're in business and we're trying to get the visibility and all of these things. So it's a balancing act, man. It is such a balancing act because they do acting, they do drawing, they have so many things that they're doing that they need to be able to post on the social media. However, once they post those things and they get to scrolling, it's like, okay, they're seeing all of this stuff. How can I be like them? And I don't know.
I just know that, like, we have very expensive conversations with our girls. And now they don't have a phone. Now they do use our old phones on Wi-Fi when needed. Now the thing that always was curious to me was this: they envy those that had them until they were with them, and then when they were with them, they would come back to say they're not paying any attention to me. Why? Because all they want to do is be on their phone. Oh, so now you see what we're trying to say to you. These things start to control your life, and you forget that there is a reality. You get so caught up in the reality.
Yeah.
You know, the conversation, the interacting. I want y'all to know that stuff is still important.
I think the thing, like you said, that I can appreciate the most is that at her age of being 13, she was able to come to us and be open and say, look, I feel like I got a problem. I'm not eating. I'm on this social media. I want to delete the TikTok.
I love
because
it.
we didn't make her delete it. She said this is what she wanted to do.
But she told us why.
And she said the why, and I think that actually comes from us allowing them to have a voice, you know, and it's just like, I'm your mom, I'm your daddy. Yeah, I am that, but you still have a voice. And we want to hear the things that are bothering you, whether it be from social media, whether it be the things that, you know,
Just
we
be
do.
the everyday walk of life.
Yeah, the everyday walk of life. And I think that part of us just allowing them to have a voice as kids,
And from
not
a
just
very
at 12
early
and 13, but
age.
as an
From very
early
early
age. Is why she could be able to come to us and, you know.
But you know that was something we talked about. You know, when we started having those open conversations where there was a no parent zone because of the fears of things like suicide and things like that. By having those conversations, they don't have to hide things. They can come to us openly, knowing that they're not going to judge me. You know, you might get chastised depending on what it is, but we're not going to judge you. And you know, you have to have a no judgment zone with your kids. You got to have a no judgment zone because I'm telling you, they get to closing that door too many times. You need to be worried.
Yeah.
You need to be worried. I'm not taking doors off the hinges.
No, why will you? Take doors off the hinges, kick them off. No, baby, we got to know what's going on.
You're not closing the doors of mine.
Yeah. So, I just, think that you are very brave to come on and share your story. And I think that it's such a beautiful relationship that you and your sister had, and that she was just able to be there for you, even though there was something that she was not experiencing. So, Dandy, it was so sweet of you. Because Dandelion, she's like my flower child. She has her own mind. She do her own thing. And she's just like, she a boss. Like, she's a boss. Both of them are bosses. They do have that mindset. But Dandelion is just more of...
She's super independent.
Yeah, she's just super, super, super independent.
Super independent. But, she's not perfect.
Yeah.
And we have to keep an eye on her, too.
Yes. So, would you like to have any closing remarks? Would you like to say anything before we leave this episode? Would you like to leave the guest or girls your age with just a word of advice?
All I say is it does get to you, it can be very bad, and it can go to a very, very, very bad place. So just don't let it get to you. It does
Oh, yeah. That's some quality.
Danny's like, girl, I don't have nothing to say because I'm the supporting role here, honey.
But she does support her sister. Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
So that is our episode of A Seat. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you follow us on Instagram and on Facebook, A Seat with Randy and Demi. And follow the Two Tall Twins on Instagram. Add the number two at the Two Tall. Do you want to do the ending?
Hey, I just want to make sure they follow my babies right.
Okay. At the Two Tall Twins on Instagram. We will see you guys on the next episode.
Interested in being a member of our live studio audience? Email aseatwithrandyanddemi@gmail.com.